Okay, look at this question. Can you solve this question? What if it would have asked in the exam? You will get only 1 minute, even less than that, for MCQ. This is an MCQ, by the way. What about this question? Can you solve this in exam? Exam, I mean, obviously. That's why we should not be hurry all the time. Okay, so try once. Let's try. Even I'm doing it. So in this question, they have given magnesium and sulfur. They asked how many atoms of sulfur will react with 1 atom of magnesium. Okay, so Mg will be only 1. How many sulfur should be? S2, only S, S3, or what? So let's see what is your reply. Who has answered it? So yeah, I'm checking. Okay, so I'm giving the answer. I'm not waiting anymore, whether you joined early or late. Also, one more thing. If these questions are coming in the exam and you are like totally stuck over there or bothered, what will happen to the next question? That's why this chapter, metals and non-metals and carbon and its compound, and mainly practice of the competency based exam is very important. And after this video, you will be a pro, you'll be master, and will kill the monster of exam, and you will not be scared of any kind of competency based question. If you still have doubt, you ask me, I will answer live. And after this video, you still ask me in the comments and I'll answer again. And based on your demand, I'll make more videos of such types. So anyway, so here answer is 1. That's it, 1. Now your question will be like, sir, how 1? Okay. Observe, the configuration of magnesium is 2, like 2 plus positive will be there. Okay, or 2 extra electron. This is 2 extra electron, and here it's 6. So it needs more 2 for the octet state. Okay, so it will just simply donate 2, and it will become 2 negative charges. So Mg will acquire 2 negative charge, and it will become like this. Mg, okay, and 2 negative charge plus S, again 2 positive charge due to these 2 extra electrons. Okay, these are electron. Wait, electron losing means positive, so this one is positive. Okay, yeah, that happens when you are trying to be too fast and save the time. We should sometimes slow down to speed up. So let's write it properly. Since it lost the electron, it will be positively charged. By the way, metals will get positively charged only. So Mg is a metal, so it will be a positively charged. And sulfur will have 2 negative charge. Due to their attraction, due to opposite charges, it will form MgS, magnesium sulfide. Now, next question. Take a screenshot, by the way. Okay. This one is wrong. Here it must be positive charge. So positive. Now it's correct. Now let's try this question. The electronic configuration of the 3 elements X, Y, and Z are Z. Some people call it Z. Given. So these are the electronic configuration. X is 2, 8, 7. Y is 2, 8, 2. And Z is 2, 8. So Y and Z are metals. They are saying first option, Y and X are non-metals. Y is a non-metal and X is a non-metal and Y is a metal. And Y is a non-metal, Z is a metal. So metal means what? The one that has extra 1 or extra 2 or extra 3 electron in the outer shell. So let's find out. Obviously Z will not be a metal or non-metal because its octet is complete. It's most likely neon. Okay, an inert or yeah, inert gas, noble gas. Okay, let's. Hello, Sujata Ashok Keen. who are you? Tell me your name. Hello, by the way. And ask me the questions or reply the answers. Okay, so I'm going to tell the answer, correct answer. Let's see, there is 7. X has only 7 electrons, so it needs more 1. Okay, and it will get negatively charged. So negatively charged means it is a non-metal. X is a non-metal. This can be answer, and X is a non-metal. This could be answer. And Y has 2 outer electron. You see in the previous question, 2 extra electron, magnesium. Okay, so here also it's most likely magnesium itself. Okay, which is a metal. So Y is a metal. Where is Y is a metal? This one. So C is the correct answer. Okay, now let's see one more competency based question, and we will do some reactions as well, live reaction, to check how those are going on, like how does it actually work. Yeah. So let's see more questions like that. I'm giving a similar question, similar type of question. Let's see, can you crack it? The thing is, I found out that competency based questions are haunting the students most. That's why I decided to take this extra session of competency based question and slay the monster. Anyway, try this one. Okay, your time's up. Okay, which one did you choose? A metal X is used in thermite process. Okay, and when X is burnt in air, it gives an amphoteric oxide. What is amphoteric oxide? Amphoteric oxide. It's the one that act as an acid as well as base. Okay, and that's usually an oxide of aluminium. So we must find one of the aluminium one, either this or this. Okay, either Alu 203, Al 203, or Alu 304, or Al 304. Okay, and depend upon that the correct answer will be. So choose which one, this or this. The answer is Alu 203. Okay, aluminum will be 2 and oxygen will be 3. Now see how we should understand how this we get the answer. A metal X is used in thermal process. When X is burnt, aluminium is burnt. Okay, so Al plus O2. In the air, it gives an amphoteric oxide, and also aluminium is highly exothermic, so it produces a lot of heat, and that's how it is used in welding. Thermite reaction means welding. So it will give Al2O3. Now let's balance the Alu 2O3. So here 2 aluminium, fine, and it's 3 oxygen. It won't work because oxygen is 2 over here. So let's just multiply with 2. It will become 3. Aluminum is 4, so 4Al. That's it. Balanced. Okay. So now I am giving another. This time let's see with assertion and reason. Will do. Actually, assertion and reason is we have to use a mind. So before going to assertion and reason, why not to do a mind-blowing experiment? Okay, so let's do, because I love those experiments. Are you ready? I'm so much ready. Good evening, Akshaj. Yeah, good evening, Akshaj. And let's carry on to the experiment part. I think you can see it. Okay, and since we did aluminium's reaction, so let's just burn the aluminium. So I'll go back for a while, take it, and let's take aluminium is available. Yes, available. Wow, the sound is crunchy, very nice. Oh, wow, the colors are awesome. I want to keep it looking like I don't need extra crackers actually in Diwali. By the way, happy Diwali to everyone. And we have we have Super Diwali. We are cracking two types of crackers. One, these cracker by magnesium, and other, the crackers of the question, which is nice actually. Okay, so here aluminium oxide is forming actually, but color is nice. Can other metals create different color? Let's try to burn some other metal. Let's burn calcium if it is available. Calcium, yes, available. And let's see that color of the calcium. Okay, yellow. We need to keep on providing the heat constantly, then it will burn. So what I will do, I will add some more other metal which burns rapidly. Lithium. Lithium burns rapidly, so I'll put a little bit lithium and I will make them react together. Okay, the reaction is little bit too much. So let's try another reaction. And this time carbon, let's see what kind of flame is produced by carbon, pure carbon. Oh, it's taking a lot of time. Okay, let's add something to it. So what do you people want to add it? Let's add aluminium and see what is happening. Oh, okay. It took different form and different fire. Wow. Okay, so advance happy Diwali. But who is this Combo Master? Combo Master is Akshay. Yes, yes, yes. No flame. Yes, now we can see the flame. And tab is nice. Okay, let's carry on. And after this, we'll take one reaction and then we'll do assertion and reason. So, but it looks super awesome. Let's take one more reaction, but no burning this time, mixing reaction. Metals and non-metals are going on. So usually when we mix metal into acid, it's an exothermic reaction. So let's do that. Also keep one thing in mind. When we do reaction, this one, the exothermic reaction, you should see for the temperature, how the temperature is running, increasing, decreasing, or whatever it is. So you should check for it. Okay, the temperature is given over this place here. So observe that while we do the reaction. So let's take metal, and metal, which one is the reactive with acid? Almost all metals. Earlier calcium did not react, so I'll put calcium this time. Where's calcium? Oh, it's reacting, and we are getting calcium hydroxide. See the this temperature also increasing. Observe the temperature here, it increased. Okay, and now let's see assertion and reason reaction, assertion and reason question. By the way, which one reaction was your favorite? Okay, let's come back to our questions and be ready for the next question. Assertion reason. This is the earlier one. If someone did not check it once again. And I found another question that's looking very good. Okay, somewhat big. We'll do it because it's good as a competency based question. So we'll do that one. And options are, you know, how many? If it would have come in the exam, see this question once. If this would have come in exam as an MCQ, half of the student in the exam hall would be like this. So we'll do this after assertion reason. Okay, we'll do one question of assertion reason and then we'll do this question. First question, why first? The question I'll take is from 2024. It was asked. So here is the assertion reason question. Try this. Let's see who can answer correct. Which one? Assertion is true. Reason is true. Read it once. It's about zinc metal. So read it once and try to answer. Aqua regia. Oh, we'll do that. Aqua regia again. Yesterday also we did. We'll do again. Gold. What is Sanjeev Gupta? What is this gold? Tell me later on. I want to know what is that gold thing. Wait, no flame, copper. Okay, in this assertion reason, B is the answer. Let's check it. Okay. Any other answers? Anyone else? Okay. So, a piece of zinc metal gets reddish brown coating when kept in copper sulfate solution. Okay. So, it's zinc Zn for some time. So, zinc plus color. Zinc plus CuSO4. And copper is more reactive metal than zinc. And that is what? Copper is more reactive than zinc? Which one is more reactive? Who said copper? Copper. Okay. So here is the question. Whether the copper is more reactive or not? It's not. And zinc is more reactive. So what will happen over here is it will form ZnSO4. Okay. And we'll get Cu, copper. So it is not more reactive. Zinc is more reactive. So the correct answer is C. Okay, who guessed it correctly? Let's see. C. Answer is C. Let's see. Zinc is more reactive. Good, Akshaj. Option C. Good, Akshaj. Option B. Earlier you said. Okay. Now that earlier question I said. This one. Okay. Be ready for the question in the exam. If they ask the same question in the exam, you will be the one who's already ready. Already ready. We are becoming ready. I'm kidding. Anyway, so listed below are the process which explains how pure metals are obtained from impure samples by electrolytic refining. It's actually electrolysis. Keep impure metal at anode and pure metal at cathode. Impure metal at anode which is positively charged, and pure metal as cathode at cathode. Okay. Wait, the metals get positively charged, so metal will come here. So this should be pure. This negative should be pure metal. It should be pure. Okay, so keep impure metal at anode. Yeah, this is true. Pass current in the electrolytic solution. Yes, fine. Insoluble impurities settle in the bottom of the anode as anode mud. In the bottom. Seems to be right. Pure metal from anode dissolves in the solution. Pure metal from anode dissolves in the solution and pure metal from solution deposits on the cathode. You can also refer to the figure. Okay, fine. Which option is correct for the arrangement of these steps in the appropriate order? Okay, so you have to say the appropriate order. Let's try that. Okay, so keep impure metal. Yeah, this is the number one. This is correct. Then pass current. Yes, this is also correct. Insoluble impurities settle down in the bottom. Pure metal from anode dissolves. First dissolution will happen. So this must be 3 and this must be 4. Okay, this should be 4. Where is 1, 2, 4, 3? 1, 3, 1, 2, 3. No. 1, 2. Yes. So C. Again C. C is the correct answer. Let's see who guessed it correctly. It was nice question. This much big it is given. Like at first view, it looks like, oh my god, how big it is. But actually, it's not a big deal. One more thing, this diagram is very nice and the process is good. If similar to that they ask in the exam, you'll be ready for that. So actually, I appreciate this question. It's nice that I find it out. Okay. So Akshaj have done it, guessed it correctly. Let's take another question. Assertion and reason question. Let's see, can you guess it? I'll give one more question. And here's the other one. Okay. So what is the answer for this question? For this question, what's the answer? Hydrogen gas is evolved when a metal reacts with nitric acid. Nitric acid is a strong oxidizing agent. So is it true? Is it false? What it is? See, nitric acid is a strong oxidizing agent and it reacts with hydrogen itself. So it is not evolved. Hydrogen gas is not evolved. So D is correct answer. Answer is D. Keep in mind for this question. Okay. This is a confusing question. Absolutely competency based question is this. Answer is D. Okay. H2 is not evolved. Okay. Not evolved. Keep in mind. The compound MgCl2. And one more thing, if some questions are confusing or you might forget, take a screenshot or note it down. Assertion. The compound MgCl2 will not conduct electricity in solid state. It won't conduct electricity in solid state. Okay. Reason. Movement of ions in ionic compound is not possible in solid state. So what do you think? Assertion is true, reason is true, both correct explanation. And for this one, the correct answer, I'll wait for a minute. I'll count till 10. 1, 5, 10. I said 10. I did not say 1, 2, 3. So yeah, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 10. Okay. And correct answer is A. A. Okay, both are true and correct explanation. Now let's see some case-based question. That usually is, one of the big deal. This is the reactivity series, part of the question itself. And here is the question, all the question, not answer, the question. Okay. Now, if this question came for 3 mark, each one, in 3 minutes, can you solve it? What will happen if a strip of zinc is immersed in a solution of copper sulfate? Something is ringing a few minutes ago? Yes. So first one. Obviously, it will form. No, I will give you a chance. Second, if copper is kept open in air, it slowly loses its shining brown surface and gains a green coating. Which compound forms this green coating? So you have to write down the exact compound. Which one of the metals Mg, Ag, Zn and copper would be displaced? Displaced means removed from the solution of its salt by other three metals. Wait, which one of the metals will be displaced by the other three? Okay, very easy. Least reactive. Which one is least reactive among those over here? Silver. Gold is not given, so silver. That's the answer is obviously Ag. Ag will be displaced. So for C, this is Ag. For A, what will happen? So what will happen is Zn plus CuSO4 will form ZnSO4 plus Cu. Next, the B one. It's copper. I think it should be CuCO3. Copper carbonate. Okay, if you still have doubt, ask me and I'm going to show the exact answer. Yes, Ag is correct. So I'm gonna show you people the exact answer for these questions. And then we'll see assertion reason question again. So you can take a note if you want, because I'm showing the complete explanation for this. So here is the answer. Take a look. We'll see some reactions again, and then again assertion reason question, because those are the toughest competency based questions usually. You also can ask which type of question you want more or reaction you want more. So take a screenshot and let's do some more reaction. The screen, wait, now you can see. So let's do some metal reaction. Let's take a metal. Burning we should do. Which one? Burning I like so much. So let's start with burning. Then we'll do other reaction. And let's burn this time. Copper will burn. How iron will burn? Let's do copper and then iron. Copper is this copper color. Oh. Wow. Blue sparks. Nice. I didn't expect that. So in the cracker, when they want to have the blue sparks, they would be using copper. Wow. That's awesome. Okay. Now let's see what kind of sparks will come with iron. I mean iron. Iron. Okay, so this is yellow. Yellow spark. Nice. Is it really iron? Yes, iron itself. Now which one I should burn? Let's do lithium, magnesium. Lithium, magnesium, and which one? Tell me fast. Which one? What will happen? Magnesium we already saw. Copper we did. Boron. Boron we have heard the name several times. How does it burn? Wow. How beautiful these flames are. OMG. My cat. By the way, I was so much lost into that I did not see your what we say, your reactions. So I will check your reaction and what you will ask me, and I'll mix something that keeps on burning in this. I'll mix more boron because it's beautiful and some magnesium into it, and I'll see what kind of reaction is this. So magnesium because it burns very brightly. So, wow, nice! It's as if like there is a coating of green and yellow. Good. Hmm. So the students want assertion and reason question after this. Yes, why not? We will do that. Now let's do a reaction of these metals with acid and bases. So let's do with reactive, that's calcium hydroxide with base, with metal, reactive metal. So let's put sodium into it and let's see what happens. Sodium, where are you? Sodium. And let's, oh, wow. But I lost my beaker. I will keep a little amount of sodium. So let's put this again and let's try that again. So, okay, in real life, we should be careful. It's a dangerous reaction. I knew so many about dangerous, but I didn't expect this one. So let's take sodium again, but this time a little amount. I don't want to break this costly virtual fake beaker. Wow, nice. So that means I don't need to buy crackers. Done. Diwali done. So it was nice explosion. Now, since it was so good, what is formed over here? H2 formed over here. Okay, upside you can see. Here, let's see these reactions and all. So here H2 formed, NaOH formed, CaOH2 formed. H2 was insoluble, so this gas released. And earlier, due to this gas only, it was blasted. So keep that in mind. So it was super. Now let's go back to some questions. Okay, and assertion reason question we will take. No, I like this one. So let's do one more reaction, and this time with an acid. So one more reaction we'll do with acid. Which one you want? So generally they ask in the textbook is hydrochloric acid and sulfuric acid. But we'll make aqua regia. So let's take nitric acid, HNO3. It should be one time, so it should be up to 50 only, little bit, till 50. Yes. Hmm. And now we need to take hydrochloric acid, HCl. So let's take HCl. HCl should be 3 times price. So it should come till above 150, 200 mark. It should come till. It's already looking dangerous. Okay, nice. Now let's put that did not react earlier. We already did with gold. So what I want to do is I want to put some carbon material, carbon itself. Oops. Oh my god. Don't worry. I'll put it again. By mistake, I clicked back. So let's take it fast. Okay, we have taken HCl. Now HNO3. And I have to be aware of not pressing that back button. So HNO3. Uh, yeah, almost correct. Now neutrals, that is carbon. Yes, here carbon. I will put a little quantity of carbon just to observe what is happening. And it's forming these bubbles and giving yellow fumes. Okay, more like industrial reactions. Okay, fine, nice. Now which one I should put in aqua regia? Let's put gold. We did that before, so let's do something we did not do. Nickel, phosphorus, zinc. We did not do with zinc. Let's put a little quantity of zinc to see what is happening. Oh, oh my god, bubbles are coming upward also. Okay, that's why aqua regia is this much highly reactive. I didn't know that. Wow, man. Like, wow. I want a meme sound actually for this thing. To say, wow, something like that. Okay, back to our questions. And now we'll have some competency based questions. Okay, I mean competency in that assertion reason questions. So let's go for some of the assertion reason type of questions. I had already kept you for you people the assertion reason question. Yes, I found out. Now this is from the purification of metal. So let's see, can you solve it? Asked in 2023. And I will give only 30 seconds for this question. Also, the next question I'm giving is the favorite of CBSE. Okay, this one, HCl, favorite of CBSE. So let's see, can you answer these questions? So let's call it question one, and let's call it question two. Can you solve the both? Let's see what is your answer and which one is correct, which one is wrong. Not wrong, wrong. I'm waiting. I'll give 30 seconds. So 10, 5. I'll check actually. I'm actually checking the seconds. So it's 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 45, 47, and 50. So I have roughly given you 20 seconds, and that's I think enough for this first question. Now it's 30 almost. So now I'm solving it. Zinc oxide can be reduced to zinc metal on heating with carbon. Okay, carbon is less reactive than zinc. Is it correct? Assertion is correct and reason is correct or false? See, they said carbon is less reactive than zinc. You see, it depends on the type of reaction. So R is not the enough reason, neither it is true. Okay, only assertion is true, but reason is false. So zinc oxide can be reduced. Yes. See here, if it is being reduced, if zinc, let's see, actually see here. If ZNO gives you maybe ZNO2, I don't remember exactly. ZNO. If it gives Zn plus CO2, means carbon is more reactive. Now that's why it is replacing the zinc and reacting with oxygen. So reason is false. Carbon is more reactive over here. Okay, so the correct answer is C. Okay, A, assertion is correct. So assertion is correct. but reason is false. Now B. What about the B? Second question. C. Who answered yes? Option C. Very good. Next one. On adding dilute HCl to a test tube containing a substance X, a colorless gas is produced which gives a pop sound. And burning matchstick is brought near it. Yes. In this reaction, metal X is displaced by hydrogen. Wait. No. See, Zn plus HCl will actually produce ZnCl2 plus H2. Okay. So X is not replaced by hydrogen. Hydrogen is replaced by the X. See, this is how they confuse you in the competency based question. Okay. So now tell me which one is correct. Okay. And as I said, the correct answer is C. Okay. Yeah. So A is wrong and A is right and R is true. And correct answer is C. You should be very happy to be able to practice this question. Okay. So say one time, yay, that kind of sound. Okay. Anyway, let's carry on. Who's there? Yeah, option C. Very good. I can see your answer. Okay. What? Oh, you are that much happy. Good. Nice. Okay. The music was nice. So let's try the next question. And metals and non-metals, most of the questions we have taken, but there are like this chapter is about many important reaction. Okay, we use iron in day-to-day life, copper in electricity cable, ornaments. Gold is one of the costliest metal in the world, and silver is also rising. So the more you practice this lesson, the better it is for you. So let's see some more questions from this, and we will go on after that with carbon and its compound. Keep one thing in mind. Carbon and its compound. How am I looking? Too white, no? It's fine for now. Carbon and its compound is one of the most complicated chapter and hardest. But if you master it, it will be your biggest advantage for 10th, 11th, 12th, and organic chemistry. If you take after 12th, BSc, BTech, or whenever, it will be very helpful. So let's take some more nice questions, and then after that we'll take a case-based question. So before case-based question, let's take one MCQ. Okay, what will be the correct option for this one? Choose. It was asked in 2022. After that, one more nice question in which you can see some what we say, some reactions. So we'll do this question after that, and then we'll do one case-based question. There is no actually limit for these questions, but the thing is, if you understand, then no matter how many they ask, you'll be able to do. So take a look at the question and which one you think is correct. So on placing a copper coin in a test tube containing green ferrous sulfate solution, okay, it will be observed that the ferrous sulfate solution, it turns to blue or not, it turns colorless. Really? Maybe, who knows? Turns colorless and reddish brown, remains green with no change in copper coin. So what happens? Just think once. Nuclear bomb video. Yeah, this video will be a nuclear bomb video. First, before that, guess this question. Guess the answer. Okay, so should I tell the correct answer for this question? The correct answer is 3, 2, 1. It's D. It doesn't change. Okay, this is how they fool. You generally choose C, which is wrong. Okay, it doesn't change. Can you say why it does not change? What is the reason? See, the ferrous sulfate solution is FeSO4. FeSO4. And they said we put copper. Okay, now if it replaces, then only that can happen. But the thing is, iron is more reactive. So this is more reactive. That means this does not have power to displace metal, displaced iron. Copper cannot displace iron, and that's why it can't do anything. Okay, if it would be zinc or something reactive like sodium, or not sodium, saw earlier it blasted, so don't do reactions with sodium, dangerous. Lithium also, potassium also, these three guys are very dangerous. Most dangerous is actually is plutonium and all those, uranium and kind of thing, but these also. Anyway, D is the answer. If you still have doubt, you can ask me. Better, I will show the full explanation. So wait a minute, I'm showing the full explanation. If you want, you can take a screenshot. Here is the explanation. Now, try this question, this one, and you have to say its balanced equation is represented by. So which one among these is the balanced equation? You have to answer that. So let's see who guessed what. Mind blown. Nice. Am I seeing the reactions late? Yeah, it is a part of live stream. Okay, anyway. So the correct answer for this is B. Okay, the correct answer is B. Fe3Fe plus 4H2O gives you Fe3O4. Here in this reaction, generally Fe2O3 also is the it's also the compound iron oxide, but in this reaction Fe3O4, and it will give 4 hydrogen. So this is the balanced one. Okay, now be very happy and say yeah, because I like that one sound. Yeah, that's nice. Let's do LOL one time. What if we can solve the real exam questions this way, enjoying without any pressure? Good, Akshay, your answer is also correct. Okay, don't you think it will become really easy? Now, let's try the next question. See, this is possible. We can actually enjoy the real questions exam. Now, see, if we keep on practicing, like this video helps us to think, understand how to solve this question. Okay, once you practice this way, okay, along with me, when you do by yourself, you will be able to understand and have the power of critical thinking. If you do this practice a few times, you will be able to analyze the questions given in the exam without getting stressed or tense. And it's real. I'm talking to you. Okay, I don't care. It's live, not live. You're watching after that or not. I don't care. I'm speaking to you. Okay, because if you are watching me, you are my student, and I care for my student because my great teachers really, they cared for me. Okay, and if you still have some doubt, ask me. Those who saw this thing, they will have one advantage, big advantage, by the way. There is one image based question. Let's see, can you process it? This is about refining. Okay, so in this question, they are asking which one of the following figure correctly describes this process. Okay, so I'll zoom it a little. Find out, I'm zooming in at the image, and tell me which one correctly defines the process? Yeah, the students reply is nice. Yes, sir, no doubt. Okay, good. Okay. So tell me, which one is the correct one from these? I will give you a few moments to think. और आपका समय start होता है अब. I'm trying KBC kind of effects. I'm checking the next questions. Okay. And the correct answer, I'll give you people. See. Where was I? Yeah. So the correct answer should look like to me C. Okay. That's what to me I think. Let me analyze it more carefully. On anode, see, I'm explaining over here. On anode, anode is positively charged. Okay. And metals get negatively charged. Copper to Cu2 will have positive charge actually. So it will go towards negative. Where is negative? It will go to the cathode. Okay. And yes, in here they have shown the same thing. And impurities will go down. Yes, this is correct. Okay. So this is the correct answer. And let's play that music once again because why not? I like it. So it's good. And let's say yeah once. Yeah. Now next questions will finish it. Okay. Okay. So let's see the next question. I'm trying these experiments to make the study as useful as possible, at the same time as interesting as possible, because if our brain enjoys something and gets committed in that work 100%, we unlock our inner genius. So I'll take a case based question, CBQ. Generally people are scared of diagram based related to questions, no? Okay, so why not take actually a diagram based question, and I will do that. I'll do exactly that. So here it is. I'm taking the screenshot, that question. As the diagram starts. And here the question continues. The question continues over here. Okay, so the diagram goes from here to here, and question is still there. Case based question, obviously it won't be very small, very small. Okay, actually, you know, this live stream I'm liking somehow. It's your energy or my energy or our energy or the energy of these metals also, I can't say, but I'm liking it anyway. So guess the correct answer. I'm giving people some chance, some time. Okay, what is the physical state of the salts taken? Do the salt compounds melt on heating? So generally, physically salt will be generally solid. Oh, I answered it. Let's make that sound of that lol because I answered it by mistake. Any other laughing sound is there? I'll try. I actually installed an app in my phone for you people so that we can have this amazing sound effect while learning, so that we will enjoy. So yeah, because I answered myself. Anyway, So let's carry on. So first one is I answered. What about the second one? The sample compounds are soluble or not. See here. Uh, so are the sample compounds soluble in water or petrol or kerosene? The answer is in water, but not in kerosene. Okay. Because it is sodium chloride, potassium iodide, barium chloride. These are all soluble in water, like these, most of these, and not in kerosene or petrol. Okay. Next one. Does the electric bulb glow on passing electric current into the solution of a salt at a time? Solution of a salt at a time. Yes, it goes. What is the nature of these compounds? Write the properties to these of these compounds. So nature of these compound is neutral. Generally, these compounds are neutral. And properties, these are generally solid in natural state. They have high melting point, and they are corrosive. Okay, you can say about the it has a salty, sour taste, like that you can say, and all such thing. Okay, that's the answer for this question. Now, should I take more? You have to answer this one. Should I take more such question, or I should jump to the carbon and compounds? It's totally up to you. So you ask me, and accordingly, I will answer the question. Yes, sir, it will glow. Yeah, obviously it will glow. And I can make it work also that way. Anyway, so I think I should jump to carbon and its compound chapter. What do you people think? I don't care about much of the thinking. I already said I will do carbon and its compounds, so I will do. Let's get ready for it. And if you still have some doubt, residual doubt for this chapter, you can still ask me. Before going to carbon and its compound, let's see some question, competency based question, but in short short question type question, and let's see, can you solve it? Here, it will check your knowledge. I'll give a few seconds to you people, right? X may be an alkali metal, Na, or potassium. I just told for your help. Okay, how to do it? I'm telling. And Sagar, Sagar, is it you, Sagar? Like Sagar Biswas or any other Sagar? Okay, so let's start solving it. One of the metals X, Y, and Z and XY and ZX react with cold water. Okay, Y with hot water. Okay, fine. So if it is reacting with cold water, X may be sodium or potassium. Reacts with cold water. One reacts with cold water. Okay. X reacts with cold water. So X should be Na, sodium. It reacts with cold water. Y with hot water. Y could be magnesium or calcium. So Na or K, this could be. Y could be magnesium or calcium. Okay, other Sagar. Okay, fine, Sagar. Good evening. Hi. And Ca, calcium. Now with Z with steam only. So it should be metal. It should be zinc or iron. Iron generally. So Z must be Fe. Okay. Now what they asked, we have to identify and arrange in their increasing order, arrange them in increasing order. So which is less reactive? This one. So the increasing order will be Fe or Z, uh, and more than Z is Y, and more than Y is X. Yeah. Or any other way we can arrange? Yeah, that's fine. Mostly. Now, I have explained the full answer and I'm going to show you the exact answer. You can take a screenshot. You should practice like that by yourself also. And now I'm going to start with carbon and its compound, because why not? Okay. And here we have done many of such questions, and now you are way better than before. Now, if such questions are asked in the exam, you'll be already ready, and you should be very happy for that. I like this sound. We won this thing. Yeah. We should celebrate. Anyway, so where was I? Akshay, you also have to answer me these questions. Okay, I'm going to start with carbon and its compound. You must be completely ready. Forget everything else and start doing it, because we are going to absolutely kill it. By the way, don't forget to take the screenshots. There are so many more questions to practice. Okay, but if we don't start carbon and its compound, you might get confused in the exam, in the school. Okay, because explanation and understanding is very important. And by the way, even though it is one of the hardest chapter, it's my favorite one. Jai Shri Ram. Jai Shri Ram. Yeah, Jai Shri Ram, Akshaj. Are you ready for that, Jai Shri Ram? What is this Jai Shri Ram for? For starting, we should start with God's name. Yeah, why not? Okay, so I'm giving one challenge to you people. You have to answer the name of these compounds. From carbon chapter. You have to name these compound. Okay, A, B, and C. A and B are easy. C can be a little bit challenge. So let's start. Bromoethane. I'm telling, I won't confuse you for longer. A is bromoethane. I will help, but you have to try. Don't forget. Bromoethane, or you can also call ethyl bromide. Also, you can say ethyl bromide. And then next one, HCO. So it's aldehyde. Did you get that sound? If you get, say yes. Aldehyde. Okay, if carbon chapter not done in your school, you will have bigger advantage. Okay, when the teachers are telling, you won't get confused and you will get double revision, double practice. So bromoethane. This one is, it should be methanol. So B is methanol. And C is, it should be 1-hexene. I will say why this is 1-hexene. C1. C1 I have to explain because it could be confusing. So I'll say the answer for C, 1-hexene. Okay. So this one I'll explain. In this third one, see, first one is methane. So methane, ethane, propane, butane, pentane, and hexane. Okay, but here you see there is triple bond. So instead of hexane, it will be hexine. That's why hexine. Okay. Second, you will start counting from here. 1, 2. Wherever you see this group, this main group, this triple bond or group, you'll start from there. So it starts at first carbon. Okay, so it's 1, 2, 3, and this triple bond is at third, and that's why we call it 1-hexane. Now tell me, there is some crackers are exploding outside. If you get disturbed by that sound, tell me. I'll try to do something for it. And if the sound is still clear, tell me that also. Let's start with the next question. You can take a screenshot, by the way, if you want. This carbon chapter, I'll repeat some more questions later on, but still we'll have most important question from this now itself. So one question about soap from this chapter was asked in 2016, again in 2011. 2 times it was asked. Let's say, can you do it? Okay, you got that sound, cracker sound. Okay. So think about this question. I'm going to close some windows. Okay, I'll do everything for you people and think of this answer. My mic is still working, so I can talk to people. Okay, I'm back and I took care of the sound. The ionic end of soap is the surface of the cluster. In this question, you have to say which one is correct. The ionic end of the soap is on the surface of the cluster while the carbon chain is in the interior. Okay. So soap, we need to have the soap diagram that will make you clear. So, or missile formation. So I'll show you the soap diagram that will make you understand what is going on. Or missile formation. Are you still getting those sounds? If you're still getting, I'll try to do something else. So here it is, the diagram. I think you can see. Where to keep it? I'll keep them side by side. Okay, so here is the soap diagram. The ionic end of soap is on the surface of the cluster, like this one. Okay, this thing. While the carbon chain is in the interior, this is the carbon chain. So therefore, A is correct. Okay. So you see, it was looking like that much tough, but it's interesting question, and let's be happy with that. And we'll after this we'll start with another question. Okay, so let's carry on with the other question. If ethanol reacts with sodium, what products it will form? We'll do this reaction, by the way. Okay, we will try to solve this question and then we'll do actually these reactions. It was asked in 2017. If ethanol reacts with sodium and forms two products, these products are, so ethanol is C2H5OH and sodium is Na, which is highly reactive. So what products it should form? If OH is removed, it should form sodium C2H5ONa. Yeah, this one. And then hydrogen should be released. So H2. Yes, this is the correct answer. Okay. It will form sodium ethoxide. Okay, it generally not asked, but if it is asked, you'll be ready to know the answer. Now, why this is correct? Sodium ethoxide. Why this one is correct? And hydrogen, and why others are wrong? First of all, it won't release oxygen, so this is wrong. Then sodium ethoxide and oxygen, again it won't release oxygen, only hydrogen is released, so B and D are eliminated. And sodium do not form with methanol, sodium ethanoate it doesn't form, and that's why C is the correct answer. Now let's do this reaction actually. Are you ready? Say yes, sir. And we got our favorite the reaction thing software. Let's take ethanol. Let's see if ethanol is available. Acid, bases, salts, indicators. Here it's not there, so I'll try to find ethanol. Here is ethanol. And let's take sodium. Now sodium is very highly exothermic, so I have to take a little amount of sodium. And let's see. Oh, wow, amazing. I will do it once again. I like it, but this time I have to take a little amount of ethanol. Man, sometimes some of these reactions are another level, completely different level. Now I'll take less amount of ethanol and less amount of sodium so that it will be visible clearly, properly. I'll try. I can't say actually. Let's take a small quantity. Wow. But it's getting stuttering because the reaction is too much overwhelming. Now let's take one more reaction because why not? Now since it is carbon chapter, we'll have a reaction with carbon. So let's make acid or base react with carbon. So which is very powerful base, NaOH. This is a strong base. So let's this base react with some compound of carbon. CxH2O. Paper C6H10O. I'll take sugar, which is because it is a form of glucose only. So let's take sugar, and it's not reacting. What? Oh, it got dissolved actually. Okay, fine. So I will do that with acid. And let's take the gastric acid, hydrochloric acid that is in our stomach, and let's put sugar on that. Let's see what is happening. So let's put sugar, and oh, it's reacting instantly. Wow, this black fume it is forming. My God, highly exothermic reaction is this, and it seems very interesting. Application is this application is called Unreal Chemist, and the software on which I was teaching is called Concepts. It's on Windows. Okay, let's find some more questions from this chapter and let's try to solve it. So this is Unreal, this is Concepts chapter, I mean Concepts software, and let's do one more question with regarding that. Now, one question I'll take from assertion reason so that you won't get confused. And then after that, we'll take some MCQs, which are again thinking based. So let's take that. It's about carbon and its covalent compounds. So let's see, can you solve it? Which one is correct about that? I'll give you people 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. And the correct answer is C. Okay. Now, let's see who have said the correct answer. Now, let's see why the C is correct answer. Means assertion is correct, but the R is false. Reason is false. Carbon forms covalent compounds with other atoms. Carbon can gain 4 electrons, forming C4 and wrong. Okay, carbon do not form C4 because it's sharing. It does sharing. So carbon will, like, one carbon will share with its electron. Let's say this is carbon's electron. So it will share its electron with hydrogen. Let's say this is hydrogen and hydrogen's electron. So this is hydrogen's electron. So it is doing sharing, and that's why there is no loss or gain of electron. And that's why it's neutral. It doesn't have anion or cation formation. That's why reason is wrong. Okay, so that's a nice question. Now I'm giving one more such question and then we'll do some MCQs. Just a minute. So where was I? Assertion reason question. It was asked in 2020. It's about the process of esterification. Actually, let's take some different level of question. Let's do about soap. We did already one question about soap, that's why. So the question is, soaps do not form lather or foam with hard water. Hard water, you know, that sour water, like the one that is not very sweet, that one. So reason is hard water has calcium and magnesium salt dissolved in it. So tell me, correct? And is the explanation correct? What it is? So who answers what in this? So I will give a few seconds to you. 5 seconds I'll give, and try in 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and the correct answer is A. A. Okay. And both is true. Assertion is true and reason also is true. Because in hard water, actually some metals or salts are dissolved, and that's why reacting with soap, it forms the what we say precipitate, which is called scum. That's why this is the correct answer. Now let's see some MCQs and let's see, can you do it? By the way, we'll do some more reactions as well. Where was that question? I just now found out. Yes. It's about forming formula of acids. So let's see who can do it. The acid is butanoic acid, actually butanoic acid. And you have to find which one among these formulas is correct one. I'll give again 5 seconds. No, 5 no, 10 seconds. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and the correct answer is D. Butanoic acid is this. Okay, butane, methane, ethane, propane, and butane. That's why this is the butanoic acid. Okay, and we have done this one. So today we did many of such questions, and you were able to do those questions, and you understood also. Yeah. We must be happy. So you had been able to do those also, and you learned a lot today. Okay, and since already we are doing this thing, you know, one great thing, you are able to study for 1 hour 20 minutes, and you understood two chapters very nicely, metal and non-metal. Now you got expert in that, and second, carbon and its compound. But in the next one, that is the next live video, will deal with this chapter totally in detail, carbon and its compound, so that no doubts will be left. So that chapter will be also understanding, explanation, and then competency based question. That will be like the ultimate on YouTube. It will be live and everything in that chapter I'll tell. For now, that's it. So Bharat Mata ki jai, and